It's a very safe environment. They have the world's largest mural. Generally speaking, they seem quite fit. Posadas ticks it all. This place is by far our favorite. There's a tree in the middle of the road. Volleyball is also quite popular here. Even though this is a river, it certainly feels like you're at a beach. So this is Posadas.
Teeth of the Jungle, written to educate.
So this is Posadas, this is where we're staying. This place is called Manuel Antonio Ramirez. It's the Amphitheatro. It's an open air theater. And on the other side, you can actually see Paraguay. So that's Encarnacion. We're gonna go there next. This is the Paraná River. Sometimes it has a very interesting purple color. Our first impression of Argentina, I must emphasize that this is all based on just Posadas. This place is absolutely amazing. The people are very chilled, very kind. It's a very safe environment. You don't feel any threat whatsoever. Even at nighttime, families are out there walking. Look at this beautiful garden. Isn't that just amazing? And they got a lot of beautiful gardens, well maintained. I'm gonna go down to the riverbank because that's where a lot of people are walking around and running around and riding their bikes, their scooters, what have you. Probably it's a little bit quiet at the moment because it's Sunday and it's lunchtime. What I notice is that they have a lot of mulberry bush. So if you're into mulberries, then you can certainly collect them. Now look at this staircase. It's pretty steep, 52 steps if I remember correctly. We haven't seen any performances here, but in the evenings, in the afternoons, there's people always just coming out here and just sitting on those steps and drinking their tereres and matetes. And they also do the same along the river. One thing that I got used to in Brazil is that when you have a pedestrian crossing, it doesn't mean that you can safely cross. Have a look at this art in here. I'm going to do another tour, another video, just focusing on the art, the street art of Posadas, because they have the world's largest mural not very far from us, about an hour walk. I haven't actually seen, I only saw a fraction of it. It's really beautiful. It's telling a story in many aspects. Look at this beautiful nurtured garden strip. This is what I'm talking about, that Posadas is really beautiful. So once again, that's Paraguay right there, Encarnacion. Sometimes you see people coming down here fishing, although it's, as far as I know, it's illegal to climb over these fences. Look at that building over there with the bricks. That looks amazing. And they got some probably high-end restaurants in here or bars. You can always see some people there. And yeah, like I mentioned, in the evening, I will do another recording when it's very busy, but in the evening, there's loads of people in here. Now have a look, there's more murals over there. And these are really just, tiny little snippets. The biggest one that I mentioned earlier, that's actually back that way, about an hour walk. So you can see this broad walk in here. It just goes on and on and on. I don't know how long this broad walk is. Very similar to Porto Alegre, our previous location, where the broad walk was our favorite place. It was always busy, especially in the afternoon, in the evening. And that was just the go-to place. And yes, if you wanted to do a proper walk, you could walk for hours. And same in here. This is amazing. There, where you can see that green wall, there's a skate park. Made it to the end of this broad walk. Sometimes people come out here and do their fishing. And this is the that popular beach. At the moment, it's completely deserted. But in the evening, I think it's gonna become very busy. In fact, hopefully I'll be able to capture it one day. They actually have like groups dancing, you know, all these just coming together, and they have a leader, and then they do their dances and their exercises. Couple of things worth mentioning. One is this building over here. You see what it says? Sanitarios. That means it's a toilet. It's a great positive that they do actually have public toilets and reasonably maintained, unlike many other places in this world where there are no toilets. So look at this. Another thing kayaking. That's yeah, I've seen people doing some serious exercises, serious practices in here. They might be, you know, competition grade kayakers. Another thing that's worth mentioning is it appears to me that people tend to take care of their body here. They do a lot of exercises. They, generally speaking, they seem quite fit. One thing to know about Argentina, at least here in Posadas, they actually have siesta like in Italy. Oh, this place, I want to show you this one. Over here, you can get beautiful ice cream, 2 scoops for $10 roughly. The sand was actually quite interesting for me. It's obviously a riverbank, so the sand is quite rough. If you're here with little kids or planning to travel with little kids, they actually have really awesome playgrounds. Posadas ticks it all. The only thing is that it's not an ocean in here, but putting that aside, this place is by far our favorite so far. Such an awesome place. This is the skate park slash BMX park that I pointed out earlier. A couple of things also worth mentioning is the rubbish. You do see some rubbish in Posadas, but it's very negligible. Even when it's siesta time or they finish up for the day, they clean up after themselves. They're not leaving construction materials, construction rubbish just laying around. And they've got these, I think it's a recycle place. Oh no, it's water. Look, you can get water in here. Oh, nice. Have to give it a try. Now this is the colorful steps of Posadas. It's normally full of water, so it's a bit slippery. The other thing that I wanted to mention is, which I thought was really cool, is that in most places the footpaths actually catered for handicapped people as well. Yeah, it was great to see that over here they consider the handicapped people too. So now it's 5:30 roughly in the afternoon, and look at this little setup. I got a little market in here. Apparently this is quite normal nowadays in Argentina because of the economy. A lot of people, they're trying to make a few dollars here and there by selling whatever they could. You know, it could be second-hand items or items that they produce. Oh, they got some cakes as well, I think, over there. Similarly to Brazil, the cake selection is and the desserts are absolutely amazing. Very cheap compared to what we're used to. They're selling pancho. Oh, I think pancho is hot dog, and then you get it with a drink. Look at this side. This is what I was talking about earlier, that people have the tendency, families have the tendency of just sit down at a park, random places, and just socialize or just, you know, just be outside. I'm gonna go down to the beach now. I'm taking a different route. Oh, look at this building. That looks really cute, actually. Just in a random little side street. Look at this art. Peter Rabbit. How good is that? Now check this out. There's a tree in the middle of the road. That is very unusual. This is where I walked earlier. I'm at the beach. That's where the roller skate or BMX park is. And yeah, now they've got the market set up here as well. You can see how people are just sitting down in random spots. Sometimes they just sit in their cars on this busy road and have their drink, their matete or terere. Siesta time is over. Now the beach is full. There's good vibes in here. It's not very hot today. Last weekend when I came, there were a lot more people playing sports and stuff. You got the police patrolling. They don't have machine guns and stuff like that. It's pretty calm in here. So yeah, I watched some kiddies playing basketball, watched them playing soccer. Now the soccer, that was interesting because I think they were under like 14 and they had incredible skills. The way they played, that was just beautiful to watch. I don't know what the sport is called. Foot tennis, maybe. Sounds logical. Volleyball is also quite popular here. Once again, the level was really intense and really good, really high level. At the open theater near our apartment, I keep watching these oldies pretty much every night. They play an old people version of volleyball, which is they're not striking it, they are throwing the ball. I don't know if there is any particular rule whether they can throw it with one hand or with two hands. They have to throw it with two hands. I'm not sure, but look at this woman over here. She's selling churros. Well, if I'm not mistaken, 6 churros for $3. That's insane. So yeah, these old people, they play the old people version of volleyball, and it's so great to see that, you know, some of them they look like, you know, they're close to 75, 80, and they're really into their game. And then after every game or after every training, they do their stretches together, and then they sit down and drink their tea. How good is that? Oh, somebody came with a sailing boat. So yeah, even though this is a river, it certainly feels like you're at a beach. You know, people come out here and do all sort of sports that you would normally see people playing on Oceanside. So this is Posadas. Hopefully I will have the opportunity to do a recording in the town itself, in the city center. There are some beautiful historical sites, really impressive buildings. But for now, you can see the sun is slowly setting. So when you go back out there, then you can see the sun pretty much setting over the water. It's just a really, really cool environment, especially for families.
Greed promises wealth, but delivers isolation. Teeth of the Jungle, written to educate.